All right, ladies, let's talk about why men do not court anymore. Let's go. The reality is that modern feminism, in a lot of ways, had us as women take a gamble and we lost. We took the bait that being sexually promiscuous and having no standards and no self respect was cool and in. We decided that we would give men access to our bodies and our time and our energy without them having to put in any effort. We have allowed men to do the bare minimum for so long, and we still give them benefits that they don't deserve. And so now men are following suit, and we are confused as to why this is happening. It's okay to want a man to lead and support you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want and still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do. There are plenty of men who are good men. Men who love women and respect women and honor women. But even those men, if they are single and there are women out there that are throwing it at them, they're going to catch it. So just ask yourself, what kind of
Open.
woman are you?
It's
And
the
are you
rock.
contributing to the problem? Are you the kind of woman who is allowing men to be low vibrational and contributing to this idea that all women have low standards and that men can do the bare minimum and get away with it? Or are you a woman who's leading by example and challenging other women around you to do the same by operating from a place of self dignity, self respect, values, standards, strong boundaries, a woman who knows her worth? Before we start whining and complaining about what they aren't doing, let's take a look at what it is that we are doing.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess, man. I just put it like this. Their standards, look, when girls are attracted to somebody, their standards are going to change. So, I mean, it's just the point where if they do something outlandish, I mean, you just have to just set your boundaries and set the tone. I mean, really, because I mean, there's only so much what they can do. I mean, you the one have to set the boundaries as well, just like they want to have their boundaries set. If they have to cross them, you gotta have to put them in check for it. And maybe it can change, but I mean, this in this society, man, I just felt the society is just crumbling at a faster rate you can fix it. So
And also, I don't think that's the solution to fix the problem. I don't think by upping your standards and making barriers is gonna
I mean,
change
shit,
anything.
they already up their standards.
Exactly. And they up it with no value. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna up it but you've been ran through? Like that it don't matter what you say. Now they're gonna be like, well, we'll just lie about it. Oh, so now you'll lie about it. Great. So now when your past comes back to haunt you, like that one chick that was with that surgeon, that Asian surgeon, come and find out that she was
Was she a prostitute or something?
yeah, correct. I didn't want to say that, but she was doing some dirt, and apparently it got exposed, and he immediately divorced her. They were engaged. They were going to be engaged. She said, "Nope, cut her off." So it's just kind of like, what she's saying only works as if you were doing that when you were younger. If you're not doing it now, if you wasn't practicing that for a certain period of time, or you don't have, you know, like today, I'm celibate today. I'm this today. It's like, yeah, that's great for you, but what does that do for me? You know? So you just got to find somebody who fits that box. But what she's talking about, yeah, um, they do give it up for the dudes that they like. That's just the way it is, man. It's just
You can't really control that.
exactly.
That's
And
that's up
then
that's up to her.
you got what did he say? He said uh today they'd rather be in a polygamous situation than with a broke man. When you hear statements like that, what does that tell you? That means they willing to be concubines and a poly to one dude that has a bunch of that has a bunch of resources than to be with a guy who may be average earning or broke or whatever they considered it. It's just like when you got statements like that, why would they up anything? You know what I'm saying? It's just like a so they it, either way, this conversation is just dead in my opinion, just because too much has been done in the past in the decade that's passed. It's just too much has been done. Too much has been seen. The internet exposed way too much about what you guys be doing. So it's like dudes are already up on game on a lot of things. It's not gonna work on a lot of dudes. Only dudes it'll work on is the dudes who don't know anything about this. That's who's gonna work on. And it's not, and then they're gonna find out the hard way, which is sad because they're gonna be the ones in the courtroom wondering why this is happening to them. So
It's on to the next.
yeah.
So I want to know, do men like women anymore? Do y'all like us? Because I feel like men will put in time to like selling you this dream of who they are or who they want you to think they are. Put in the most work, allow you to be soft, allow you to let them into your space and kind of open up your idea of maybe them coming into your life, you know? And then just start acting like one wallad. So then when they have you comfortable is when then shit starts to change. And it genuinely feels like people don't care and like you enough these days to genuinely want to invest in you, to want to get to know you, to show up in the way that maybe you need to be showed up for, you know? And you're promising all of these things, you're saying all of these things, but your actions are just not delivering. How can you say that you like someone and you're interested in them and you want it to go somewhere, yeah? And then you haven't spoken to them for a week. You ain't checked in for a week. If they're sick, have you made sure that they're okay? Do they need anything? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you posting up with a little care package? Are you, doing things to show that you have thought about that person in the course of your day? And don't get me wrong, I know it's a two-way street. I know, there are things that maybe we don't do to help certain situations, but at the same time, come on, man. If you have gone out of your way to disturb the peace of us females, the least you can do is come with some solid game and mean what you say, do what you say, and just be serious. Why would you come and waste our time? Why? And I genuinely believe there's this culture that adopts the narrative that there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's some people out there's some energies, there's some people that you will experience in life that you'll never get a chance to replicate. You will never be able to replace that energy. You'll never be able to replace the feeling that person gave you, or the way that person showed up for you, or just that person as they are their own individual. So people really need to stop fumbling their bags, stop fumbling and chatting shit, and be about your word, be about your action. Or don't date. Just don't date. Don't disturb people's peace.
Sounds like she just went through that. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, kind of sounds like it. But I'm just saying that, somebody's or not, what they're saying is not being congruent, man. You just gotta leave them alone. There's no point in trying to keep extending it and trying to expect people to change.
But she's basically trying to say that dudes do this often.
I mean, that's a human thing. I mean, usually that's like a guy trying to get a girl to come out and hang out and shit, and she says she got work or she got this or she got that. I mean, obviously that should be a sign. I mean, if she's not saying a follow up to reschedule or something, or anything of that nature, you just leave it alone. There's no point trying to make somebody change whether or not if they're not interested. That's just personally me.
To answer her question, of course the dudes do. The problem is that the climate that back then compared to now is not the same, because the same standards that men's standards have always been the same throughout society. Whatever standards dudes are held to, that's not how. If anything, it's increased. then it's changed. It's always been high expectations for dudes, but when it comes to girls, they have zero. All the things that they used to be required to do, they don't have to do anymore. They used to tell them, don't dress promiscuous, don't dress a certain way, act like this. Now today they're like, heck no, we going against that. That's old school. We don't want to do that. But it's just kind of like, how do you guys expect dudes to be different? I mean, how you guys expect dudes to be the same when you guys have changed? The women have changed way more than the men because now they can work, they can do certain things. So it's kind of like dudes know that the old way of thinking don't work in today's climate like it did back then. So it's just kind of like, this whole be a man and stick to your word and everything like that. Y'all say that and then turn around and get with a guy who doesn't do any of that. That's why dudes don't do that, because they realize it's not getting them nowhere. Not saying that it's right, but just saying that you got to look at it from a perspective of what kind of environment did you guys create? Dudes are just adapting to the situation. They see how it is. They want to protect their spirit and not get played, and they move accordingly. And it's like, now that's upsetting y'all, but it's just like, what more can you really? There's not much you can really say about it, bro. It's just the way it is. The only thing that could possibly change is, like I said before, and I'll still stand to it, is the laws. That's it. That's the only thing that could really be a game changer, where both parties are held accountable for their bad behavior. Instead of one party being held accountable, and then after many, 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 many years, now the other party is now getting held accountable. No.
Well, that'd be for marriage, though. We're talking about laws changing.
No, it's in relationships too. Remember, in New York, they came up with that law. I don't know if it's across statewide. Remember, if you lie about who you are on the first date, she has a right to sue you.
Hey, New York and California always be doing bullshit. I think that's what they experiment all their bullshit laws and then try to implement it.
But it's a law though. They can't, like, if you say you're an engineer and they come and find out you're a construction worker and you lied about it and you ghost her, she can sue you for that. It's just like, but if she tells me, oh, my body count was only 2, but it's really 50, can I sue her for wasting my time? Can I sue her for the same thing, for lying about who you was? That's why I'm saying, like, but this is obviously UK, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it's UK. She had like kind of like a UK accent. But I mean, like I said, they're all sister countries, so they're all relatable to each other. But either way, that's all we have for y'all today. Well, we're gonna hop over to the next ones.
All right. So if you like the video, most importantly, if you guys have anything you want to say about this video or what we said about it, please let us know in the comment section down below. And also help us get to 2K subscribers before the year is over. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, please let us know in the comment section down below. And also our email is down in the description. And we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Lost in the ocean,